Okay, well, happy 30th anniversary to Die Hard 3 with a Vengeance. This is Die Hard 3 with a Vengeance with Bruce Willis. This movie just turned 30 years old, and man, this is still a really good movie. This is probably this is probably my second. I think this is probably my second to third favorite Die Hard movie in a franchise. Um, I think yeah, between I like number four. I think my favorites are between Die Hard 4, Live Free or Die Hard, which is Die Hard 4. The first original Die Hard and this one, I think are my top three favorites. This is a really good movie, and Samuel Jackson is in this movie too as the character named Zeus. Um, Once again, Bruce Willis's character, the infamous John McClane. Once again, not back into a not so good spot with his wife. They're not talking or anything like that, and then the main antagonist for this movie happens to be Han's brother, Simon, which is probably, yeah, him and I would have to agree between Hans from the original Die Hard and Simon from this one. I think they are the top two pinnacle standout villain antagonists of the whole entire Die Hard franchise. Hands down, like they're probably the most. I probably have to give it to Hans. I probably have to give it to. I think I probably have to give it to Hans slightly more, but his brother Simon is definitely a close number two right behind him because they were both in very smart, intelligent diehard veterans. That's for sure. Um, but like I said, this is a enjoyable, cat and mouse, playing the game. Type of sequel. The action is pretty good. It's brutal, and the set pieces. Like I said, this is definitely one of my favorite top. If I had to, I definitely do a a Die Hard ranking of of all five movies. Even though I know the fifth movie, the fifth movie that came out like 12 years ago, back in 2013, like I think I would agree that that's probably like the the bottom of everyone's list, being the worstest at the whole entire Die Hard franchise, which is A Day to Die Hard, aka Die Hard 5. Like I didn't think it was too bad, it definitely lacked a lot of things though. It really did. Um, but like I said, you know, both Will Smith, both Bruce Willis, and I almost say Will Smith, but I meant to say Bruce Willis and Samuel Jackson, both they definitely carry this movie. They both have great chemistry in this movie. That's for sure. Butting heads on working together, but then eventually they do, and it's a pretty cool duo. But yeah, but man, just and I remember I was man, I was barely eight. I think I was barely eight when this came out in elementary. Um, yeah, I even watched it a lot back then, and that's this movie still, even 30 years later, this movie still holds up. It's a very good entry in the Die Hard movie series.